morning. Today is Wednesday, November 17th. I'm Danielle Wiggins with your 3 News Now morning update. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me on the WKYC Facebook and YouTube pages. We start with Hollie for a check of today's warm forecast.
Oh, Danielle, it is warm today. We started where we should be for highs, for goodness sakes. And through the afternoon, we'll continue to see temperatures soar into the 60s. And rain chances, yes, but very isolated through today. As we get into tonight is when we see the chances increase. And more so once you go to bed. It's going to be midnight and after that we've got rain showers becoming likely. By tomorrow morning's drive, we'll be tracking rain. That's 5 a.m. Thursday. Temperatures are in the 40s, and that rain is coming down. And so are the numbers as we go through the day tomorrow and the cold front pushes through. We'll see those temperatures continue to drop into the low to mid 40 range later in the day. So enjoy this mild Wednesday while it's here. Looking ahead to Friday, around 40, perhaps a few early snowflakes. Dry Saturday. For Sunday, the Browns game could see a few rain showers. Otherwise, it's a chilly start to Thanksgiving week. Danielle, back to you.
Thank you so much, Hollie. Now to the latest on the Astroworld tragedy. 10 people have died from the crowd surge at the music festival. Travis Scott is facing lawsuits equaling over $750 million from more than 125 fans that were in attendance. And now a local teen injured in a stampede is sharing his story. 17-year-old Cooper Downard says he has a clear memory of what happened at the Houston concert, saying he was pushed to the ground within 20 seconds of Scott's first song and was not able to get back up. Cooper says at one point, things got dark.
So I was down, and then one after another, there'd be like layers of people that would fall on me. I was screaming for help, and that I couldn't scream anymore because I couldn't breathe. I saw the kid next to me that had also fallen that I was talking to pass away in front of me down there.
You saw him die right in front of you?
Yeah, because I saw his eyes turn gray.
Cooper has a severe concussion and is also seeing a therapist. He says he wants to see changes at these types of venues so this doesn't happen again. And turning to coronavirus, a new wave of COVID treatments should be ready to roll out of a lab soon, thanks to funding from a local source. At the height of the pandemic, University Hospital's Harrington Discovery Institute put out a call to scientists around the globe for ideas to battle the virus. Hundreds of submissions poured in, and the Institute selected 12 they thought could change the world. Those include a nasal spray to prevent inhaling the virus and monoclonal antibody therapy, the treatment hospitals now give to those diagnosed with COVID.
It's an improved antibody combination that has longer protection, more powerful protection against variants. So it's sort of a second-generation antibody for people very sick.
Also on the horizon, a second-generation vaccine targeting those with weakened immune systems and medication to help improve lung function for patients on ventilators. The Harrington Discovery Institute has 4 medicines already in clinical trials. And Ohio is the 10th least vaccinated state, and now case numbers are on the rise again. State data shows the infection rates are climbing with 5,639 new cases reported Tuesday. In 58 of Ohio's 88 counties, less than half the population is vaccinated. Meanwhile, on Tuesday, Pfizer asked the FDA to approve its new antiviral pill that may help reduce hospitalizations and deaths. Pfizer also agreed to allow generic drug manufacturers to make its experimental pill. That move could make the medication available to more than half of the world for immediate use in 95 countries. And switching gears to baseball, well, it looks like the Cleveland Guardians will get to keep their name. Both the baseball team and the Cleveland Guardians roller derby team will continue to use the name after striking the deal on a lawsuit filed by the roller derby team. No details on the agreement were released. And more local headlines to know, and here's 3 things to know this morning. The U.S. Marshals are looking for information leading to the arrest of Hakeem Ali Shomo. They are now offering a $5,000 reward for your help. The 30-year-old is wanted in connection to the death of 22-year-old Alicia Pointer. She was found dead in the basement of an abandoned and burnt-out home in East Cleveland last week. 6 suspects have already been arrested in the case. And this morning, there is also a $5,000 reward being offered for information that leads to the person responsible for killing a 91-year-old woman in South Euclid. The body of Essie Mae Henry was found on November 4th near bushes outside of an apartment complex just across the street from her home. The medical examiner confirms her death was a homicide. And finally, it was February 2020 when Sherwin-Williams announced its plans to stay in Cleveland and build its new global headquarters downtown. And now we are getting a look at the final design submitted to the city. Renderings show there will be multicolored light strips on the building's east and west sides. The lights can change color to reflect different events, just like the Terminal Tower. The company's name will also be lit in white letters on the same sides of the building. Final plans will be voted on November 30th. Okay, we all love watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade right here on WKYC. And this year, 2 local high schoolers get to watch all the action, well, from within the parade route. Jacob Leone and Brock Harinko will be performing in the Macy's Great American Marching Band. They're in the Fairless High School Marching Band in Stark County and took up their band director's challenge to make the band. It consists of 185 musicians from around the U.S. But both boys say that they grew up watching the band and never knew they could audition. So they both submitted a written application and YouTube video of them playing. But the trip is self-funded, so they have a GoFundMe. Well, they need you to help with that. And that's up right now on WKYC.com. And you'll hear more from the boys and their band director here on 3 as we get closer to the holiday. Okay, speaking of holidays, Wild Winter Lights is back at the Cleveland Metro Park Zoo for the holiday season. And we've also learned that the Akron Zoo will also bring back its holiday display later this month. Wild Lights will kick off later on November 26th. And for the first time since the pandemic, advanced reservations will not be required. The Akron Beacon Journal reports that due to staffing shortages, the zoo will not be open during the day on Wild Light nights. Alrighty, the ball will once again drop over Times Square this New Year's Eve. After last year's gathering being canceled due to the pandemic, the party is back on, according to New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio. He announced Tuesday that Times Square will be open for hundreds of thousands of partygoers to gather and ring in the new year. However, there will be precautions in place this season. Everyone who comes for the celebration must be vaccinated, and they must provide a vaccination card and photo ID to join the party. Well, thank you so much for taking time to join me for this 3 News Now morning update. Our digital team will continue to bring you the stories making headlines around Northeast Ohio and beyond. Make sure you continue to check our social media pages and WKYC.com throughout the day. I'm Danielle Wiggins, and I'll see you Thursday morning on Go, starting at 4:30 a.m. Have a great day, everybody, and keep on persevering.